So I'm going to adjust my mic for the third reason that Bruce, even if Bruce is taller. But thank you so much, Bruce, and it's fitting and I'm proud to say Bruce has served as a mentor for me. I would have to refer to Mr. Dave Myrie as a headmaster. He's also the chairman of the Corporate Area Championship. So please, Mr. Myrie. So we don't have to refer to him as headmaster. And the reason why Mr. Myrie, and this is one person I will not call by his first name, though I'll call Ricky and Bruce and everyone else. Mr. Myrie is a strong believer in innovators. Bruce mentioned in his speech. He's a strong believer in youth. There's a story I hope when I also kicked out the owners. And he was the reason why they kept me there, himself and Mrs. Robb. So the economic benefit of track and field has propelled me a long way. Because like Bruce said, I got a scholarship to go overseas, I come back home, and I'm working in a place where we need economics. So it's for people like Mr. Dave Myrie, he is the reason why track and field survives in this country. And he's the reason why the Corporate Area Development Championship will grow from strength to strength. Thank you very much. Last year, because we're otherwise occupied, but I'm really grateful for the role you've served in my life. And I take this opportunity, I don't get it often, to tell you thank you, sir. You've saved me from myself, and you put me on the right path. Thank you so much, sir. Alright, before we close, I'd like to just invite for 2 minutes Mr. Dwayne Richards from Yardie Sports to give a few remarks. And he usually moves faster than this. You watch someone cooking and champs, he moves faster than this.
Good evening, everyone. I did this the last time we were here, and I'm doing it again, disrupting the program. And it's for one important reason. Bruce used 2 words, and I felt like I needed to work out to speak on it. You said disrupted. You used that word once. And that is what Ricky and Soph did when they started the Corporate Area Development Meet, as it was known previously. They disrupted the marketplace because they only had 3 regional championships. And I know from day one, it was difficult for them to really get the buy-in and support from everybody for getting the job done, for remaining strong. Because it's simply not easy. And for me, I've covered all of them, and it's been a pleasure. And the pleasure more so for me is to see when the athletes start at class 4, and you see them develop, go to class 1, move on, and you see them either at the national level or in college, because I follow them and see the progress. And there are a couple of athletes here who I've seen grow, develop, slowly come out of their shells and develop really strong personalities. And so Ricky, thank you for what you've done, because I think, I know for certain that the Corporate Area Development Meet has been the biggest impact on the girls' champs. The Corporate Area girls suffer. They suffer from not having the option and the ability to compete with each other before they face the powerhouses from Central. Because everybody knows that Central is the powerhouse. And I personally think that they suffered a little in terms of self-belief. Has allowed them to compete and to believe. So when they compete at the development and they come to Corporate Area and excel and win, it changes your psyche when you go to take on the journals. We have seen people like Michelle. You're singing now because I've seen you from class 1, from class 4, you know you can get. And to see them compete against the Central teams with that belief that they can be there on top of the podium, it warms my heart. I'll be honest with you. So now what we have is the girls going up there fighting for their place. And it makes champs as a whole bigger. The merger of champs was a big thing when we got boys and girls. And DSC Corporate Area Development Meet took it to an even higher level. Congratulations, Ricky, 12 years. Self in the back, hiding. Congratulations. Thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm looking forward to next week. It's going to be so exciting. So have a good time next week.
Thank you so much, Dwayne. There are 2 meets on the track and field calendar that take time off from moving forward. Champs being one of them, and the corporate area development championship being the next. May not be official, but still be one of them. I want to, before we get to the closing remarks, there is something very important said by my fellow Bulgaria, not Bruce, Matthew. Sports as a catalyst for change. And I want that to be the theme that we run with for the next week. Sports as a catalyst for change. And what sports has the ability to do is to lift not just our schools, but the ability to lift our country from the depths of where we are. I think we have the opportunity with sports to show the world that we are a unified people, because when it comes down to August, we can have the kind of feeling we have every year when August comes around, the Olympics and the World Championship. That kind of unity and togetherness, the change is definitely evident and it is within us. I'd like to thank Katie Webley, she was here earlier. She has played a significant role in this development championship as well. I know she wears many hats like so many of us, and her heart is at a place where it's blue and white through and through, but she believes in sports, and she believes in track and field football. So while I take the chance to acknowledge her, I want to also acknowledge the full list of our sponsors, and it would not be possible without them. So Grace Foods, ISA, Milo, SDF, SCLER/NDS, BCIC, JTA Corp Credit Union, Jambisco, which is Excelsior, Bermudez, TRK Party Rental, University of West Indies, World Class Athletics, Connex, Medic One Ambulance, Pixie Magic, and Creative Everything DigiView as well. So as I leave the podium, I'd like to invite for the closing remarks Mrs. Tennille Cork Higgins, and after her, Mrs. Monique McLeod will come for the question and answers.
Thank you so much, Mr. MC. Before I hammer through my 15 pages of closing remarks, I just want to talk a little bit about, it's a lot to tackle. I just want to talk a little bit about Corporate Area Champs in Grand. The Corporate Area Championship is more than just a track and field meet. I think we all agree based on everything that's been said this evening. It is a movement. Our goal is to transform this event into an institution, a platform where athletes don't just compete, but also have the opportunity to start crafting their own athlete brand stories. We are committed to upholding international standards, providing athletes with the opportunity to showcase their talent on a stage that prepares them for global success. This championship is our commitment to track and field at its most cellular level, nurturing talent from the ground up and fostering a culture of excellence. It is important. The Corporate Area Champs is sanctioned by World Athletics, JFAs, and ISA. And through World Athletics, the athletes are able to secure global rankings, as you heard earlier. And this is why Pixie Magic has come on board as sponsors and partners. We realized that a rebranding was necessary. Corporate Area Champs will no longer be viewed as just another development meet. It will be recognized that the Corporate Area champions on the one corporate area girls school in the top 5 and at least 3 in the top 10 at the Easter Boys and Girls Champs. We all know that the Easter Boys and Girls Champs is the 3rd largest track meet in the world global. No?
It's the best high school.
It's the best high school meet. The best high school meet in the world over. Now, corporate area champs will be the little big show before the big show. That is the goal. And now my closing remarks. As we come to the close of this exciting meeting, I would like to take a moment to express our deepest gratitude to all those who made this evening possible. First, to our sponsors, ISA, Milo, Grace Foods, SDF, World Class Athletics, Excelsior, Bermudez, the University of West Indies, BCLC, Medic One, JT Cooperative Credit Union, or Rehydration Partners, Splurt, and the our partners, DigiView Security. Of course, sponsors, myself, Pixie Magic, and Everything Creative. Thank you all. Your unwavering support is the backbone of this championship. Your commitment to developing athletics and empowering our athletes is truly commendable, and we could not have done any of this without you. A special thank you to our guest speaker, Mr. Bruce J., President of MVP Track Club and CEO of World Class Athletics, for your inspiring words, your invaluable insight, and above Thank you for always answering the call, whether it's on the field in terms of management or technical support. You are always front and center. Your dedication to the sport continues to motivate us all. Thank you, sir. We are also honored that Mr. Chambers is not with us yet, or not yet still, yes? We're also honored to be able to name him this evening as the patron of this year's meet. These contributions to track and field, both trackside and behind the mic, are immeasurable, and we are proud to celebrate him tonight. To our MC, who always does an excellent job, Mr. Extra. Thank you so much for sharing the ship this evening. To the media, thank you for your continued coverage and for helping us share the stories of our athletes and for this championship, sharing it with the world. And finally, page 15. Finally, to our guests here this evening, thank you for joining us as we kick off what promises to be an unforgettable corporate area high school championships 2025. Your presence here tonight means so much to us. Let's continue to support our athletes, and as they prepare to shine for March 7th and March 8th, thank you and have a wonderful evening. The next voice you'll hear is that of Mrs. Monica McLeod, who is CEO of Everything Creative. She will steer us through the question and answer segment of this evening, should you have questions. And my last comment is for everyone not to skedaddle after the question and answer, because we do need to be told to tell you. So I ask you to stick around after we're done with that question. So have a good one, everybody. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out on a Wednesday. That's in the middle of the week. That's not something that, unless you have a particular reason, you're not going to leave school or you're sitting here. I was definitely early marketing, which is exactly why I'm here, because really was like 2 minutes ago. So I must say, I am so honored to be able to be a part of an amazing team to bring the staging of the Calcutta Area High School Championship. It's so nice to say that. You know, it is so nice to say that because we already said it was a championship a long time ago. Even though it's a name of the. But I want to say, before I go into the question and answer, that I wear many hats. I am a wife and a mom, an amazing athlete, and you will see competing. And always, every opportunity he has, he normally says her name. That's Mira Maclo. I know she's probably hiding over there. But yes, so I understand one, the need for perfect area competition, and the need to ensure that this continues there. And so it was a no-brainer to be a part of the amazing team to get this done. So of course, again, I am Maclo, and I am the sponsorship manager. So I know I've been spamming lots of people, been sending us a lot of emails because we knew that this had to happen. It was indeed a difficult year. Everyone is going through very hard times. But again, we had faith, and I must say thank you so much to the sponsors that came on. Thank you so much. The visionary and the CEO of Corporate Area Championship. Again, thank you for trusting myself and Neil to be a part of the team. So I would like to go into the section where we will have you ask any question that you may have that you would like to know about. So the floor is now yours. I'm sure we answered almost everything, so if you have a question, that's okay. But if you do, the floor is open. Fantastic. You did our job.
Thank you very much for being here. And also would like to acknowledge outside of who's here today, part my team behind the scenes, that is fantastic. David, Maria, Sophia. That's all. Can I just come up front? Everybody know, please. No.
There are cameras here. There are cameras here.
That's all. And these people are the backbone of this team. On the day, these people do not see the events. Either they are collecting at the gate or in the hospitality. And we just want to say thank you to the team behind the scenes. The King from Alsace, the Samuels from Queen, my friend at the back, and all the people here, chief officials. I want to say special thank you to the NHP for having us here in this fabulous location. And this is our third year, and we hope to make it our own. Thank you, Rowan, Karen, and the NHP team. And thank you everyone. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Yes, everybody knows the extra. Your point is on you. I think so. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. And just leave that room for some photo ops. And we may have some interviews for some of the teams. And we have some questions. Thank you very much.